What shouldn't exist, but does? Child beauty pageants. Frank Reynolds' Little Beauties. We do not diddle kids, it's no good diddling kids. I wouldn't do it with anyone younger than my daughter, no little kids, gotta be big, older than my wife. Kids are great. I love the kids. Not in a sexual way. No, I was married 20 years. Ange was an old bitch and I never had a problem getting it up with her. Do I look suspicious? That little voice on the back of your head that tells you to jump when you stand on the edge of a cliff like. Why brain? Me standing next to boiling oil. My brain, but on your feet. When I'm holding a needle. Brain, put in eye? Me, no. Brain, put in eye? Me, no. The Salton Sea, California's largest lake. The most recent inflow of water from the now heavily controlled Colorado River was accidentally created by the engineers of the California Development Company in 1905. In an effort to increase water flow into the area for farming, irrigation canals were dug from the Colorado River into the valley. The canals suffered silt buildup, so a cut was made in the bank of the Colorado River to further increase the water flow. The resulting outflow overwhelmed the engineered canal, and the river flowed into the Salton Basin for 2 years, filling the historic dry lake bed and creating the modern sea, before repairs were completed. The sea has occurred naturally several times in the past, but its current iteration is an accident. Bed bugs. These creatures, really the worst. Package thieves. I was praying every day throughout the Christmas season for my packages not to get stolen. I hate those ducking thieves. I started using Amazon Locker for the first time once it started to close to the Christmas season. Well, for the stuff that would fit. I'm still using it now. It's a great perk. My apartments have a package locker system for any carrier to use. It's great until FedEx opts not to use it, leaves a $900 phone at the front door of my apartment, and it gets jacked. Ouch, was FedEx responsible for that or did you just waste $900? FedEx looked into it and gave a generic-ass response, so I contacted Google. It was a Pixel, so I bought it directly from them, and they just refunded me the money since I needed a phone quickly, so I bought a phone elsewhere. Drivers that refuse to lower their high beams at night or to use signal lights. Or that one jackass on the road who has a headlight out, so instead of replacing it he just keeps his high beams on. You're not fooling anyone, dude. I always felt like cops would be less likely to get if you just rolled with one light. That high beam can be straight up dangerous. Cheap-ass paper stickers on new products that are impossible to peel off. Truck nuts. My friend has truck nuts on his Honda Insight. Your friend is an anarchist. People clip them and he just hangs a new pair. Sushi at gas stations. For Christmas my dad got me a Bluetooth frisbee that's supposed to connect to your phone and play music. It doesn't make any sense to me why this thing seemed like a good idea to make. It's heavy, it sounds like crap, you're supposed to throw this speaker that's supposedly playing music you like away from you when you get it, plus it's limited on how far you can throw it because it's connected to your phone. Also it's hard to carry because it's so big, so it wouldn't even be fun to bring anywhere even if you need a Bluetooth speaker. Why I? Edits. Thank you kind stranger for the silver edited first sentence for clarity. It plays whatever you tell it to, not just Christmas music. For those who asked for a link, here it is. They must have known it was terrible because it's marketed as a flying sound disc instead of a frisbee. Rip my inbox till frisbee is a trademark of Whammo. Buddy. You're supposed to tape your phone to it so you don't lose Bluetooth connectivity. Come on now. Bank transaction fees. Yes, I love the yes let me pay you to have access to my money. Edit, I have problem paying my monthly fee, it's the constant ATM fees. I love the it looks like you don't have any money so we're going to charge you a fee. Thankfully my bank has a 24-hour grace period so I can usually transfer in $1 from Square or something. Mosquitoes. Why can't they be an integral part of the food chain without the whole blood-sucking deal? God, because duck you, that's why. Real mature God, real mature. Ah, the whittle baby humans don't like mosquitoes. Well, maybe you'll like these wasps better. At least bees have the decency to die after stinging you. In a sort of sorry about that old chap kinda way. Wasps just hate you. Fun nature fact, bees dying after they sting isn't so nice because the reason they die is that half their organs get ripped out with the stinger. This includes the organ that contains the stinger's toxin and a muscle coiled around the organ that keeps firing after they die. So yeah, they sting once, but their butt will keep stinging you. What a weird design flaw. Like imagine if something bit you and its teeth along with half of its brains came out. It's cause their stingers are barbed. If given time they'll work themselves free and not die. The problem is letting a bee sting you and just letting it be till it works itself out. Hyper-realistic tattoos of porn stars with facials and yet. NSFW, i.inger.com. Oh shit, I have a story about this. I was seeing my tattoo artist and we got to the topic of weird-ass customers and she told me this story of a guy she tattooed who had this tattoo already of a naked girl tied up and he wanted my artist to add some more stuff to it. She agreed because she couldn't turn down clients at the time. The guy asked for the girl to get touched up as the tattoo was pretty old, my artist did it and the dude was thrilled. Then he asked if she could add some comb onto the girl. My artist is like weird, but alright, so she does. Dude's thrilled. But he asks for more comb. So she adds more comb. They did this 5 times before she said, alright dude, if I add any more comb there won't be a girl left. So the guy says, alright, you're right, this is perfect. But would you mind making her nipples a bit bigger? She makes the nipples bigger and again, dude's thrilled and just like with the cum he says, can you make them bigger over and over until my artist again says if I make them any bigger she'll just have nipples for boobs. Dude agreed, tipped super well, and that was the end of it. The tattoo was on his thigh and he kept moaning while she was tattooing him too. I forget what it was called, but there's a documentary about a dude who would get tattoos done but with just the needle, no ink. He got off on the pain. Sounds like this dude was also into the pain and it was a sexual experience for him. He just needed an excuse to get more tats. Edit, it was S-Down. Thanks everyone. A podcast worth checking out. Super interesting. She said that was his only tattoo, I think he just wanted a really cummy nipply girl on him tbh. Crummy bathroom paper towel dispensers. I can never get a full piece. Only chunks at a time. Edit, my karma quintupled because of my comment. Feels good, man. Edit, my first silver. Woohoo. That lever Kronk pulls when Yzma tells him to pull the lever. Why do they even have that lever? Depression. My brain, hate yourself me, but why? My brain, just do it. Edit, oh wow, my first silver. Cool. Edit 2, now I've got one of everything. Can't wait to pass these on to others. Thank you. Flat Earthers. I remember around 07 I stumbled on a Flat Earther site and it seemed like it was being done as obvious satire. The idea that there's a huge ice wall encircling our planet that is filled with the shadow government just seemed patently ridiculous. Now that shit's everywhere. Felt exactly the same, thought it was just comedy or satire at first. Then people started taking it seriously. Things tend to go downhill pretty quickly if people start taking things serious. The Westboro Baptist Church. Side note, churches who actively participate in real estate and buying jets for their leaders should definitely be taxed on those things. The small one-building church is generally fine being untaxed. But people like Joel Osteen have twisted it for their own good and riches. Yeah, that infuriates me. Have you heard about the pastor who tried to convince his church that God told him he needed a private jet? www.cnn.com videosk money 2001-80530 televaneglis Jesse Duplantis private jet.hln. Didn't he say part of the reason he needed the private jet was there were too many demons on regular flights? If so, bitch, isn't it your ducking job to cleanse the demons from this world? Velvet pumpkins with real stems just, why? Rankly incompetent middle management. Only thing worse is rankly incompetent upper management.